The respiratory system part 3. Dear students, in this video you are going to learn about the lungs, alveoli and diaphragm. Lungs. There are two lungs in humans. Lungs are pair of cone-shaped, spongy, air-filled organs. They are located on either side of the chest or thorax. The base of each lung rests on diaphragm. The right lung is larger in size than the left. The right lung has three lobes. They are superior, middle, and inferior lobe. The left lung, which is smaller compared to the right lung, has only two lobes. They are superior and inferior lobes. The lungs consist of bronchioles, bronchial tubes, bronchioli, alveoli, and numerous blood vessels, all held together by elastic tissue. Each lung is covered by two membranes. They are known as pleura. The inner one is called the pulmonary or visceral pleura. It envelops the lung, and the outer one is called as parietal pleura, enclosing the lung and lining the thoracic wall. The outer covering is called parietal pleura, enclosing the lung and lining the thoracic wall and the upper surface of the diaphragm. The two membranes are separated by the pleural cavity, which contains a thin film of fluid called pleural fluid, which acts as lubricant. Here are two different diagrams of lungs. In the first diagram, you can observe the different lobes of right and left lung. The right lung is having three lobes: superior, middle, and inferior lobe, whereas the left lung is having only two lobes: superior and inferior lobes. And also you can see how the base of the lungs are resting on the diaphragm. In the second diagram, you can observe the branched bronchi and bronchioles, which are giving the shape of branches of tree. The each respiratory bronchioles end with alveoli. Alveoli. They are also known as air sacs. Sacs means bag-like structures. In the lungs, the terminal bronchioles subdivide and give rise to respiratory bronchioles, which are microscopic in size. They are connected to the alveolar ducts. At the end of each duct, there is an atrium, which contains approximately 100 alveolar sacs, each containing 20 to 30 alveoli. Alveoli are thin-walled compartments or air sacs or air pockets. The alveoli are 200 to 300 micrometer in size. Their membrane is one cell thick and is in directly contact with capillaries. There are about 600 million alveoli in lungs, giving rise to a total surface area of about 75 meters square. The large alveolar surface area combined with the thin membranes allows gas to diffuse easily across the alveolar walls. In this picture, you can observe the structure of alveoli. The terminal bronchioles give rise to respiratory bronchiole, which branches off and is connected with the atrium. Atrium contains many alveoli. Also, you can observe the capillary network around the alveoli. In this picture, you can see the structure of single alveoli and the gas exchange between alveoli and capillaries. Just observe the membrane of the alveoli. It is very thin and containing only one cell. Similarly, the capillaries are also very thin. Inside the alveolar membrane, there is a large space for air. The structure of alveoli is just like a sac or bag. The large alveolar surface area combined with the thin membrane allows gases to diffuse easily across the alveolar walls. The diameter of the capillaries surrounding the alveoli is so small that only one red blood cell can pass through at a time. This slows down the blood cells so that gases have more time to diffuse through the capillaries. It also forces the red blood cells close to the walls of the capillaries, decreasing the diffusion distance. Diaphragm is a partition that separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. It is dome-shaped structure made of muscles and tendons. It plays a vital role in breathing process. The base of the lungs rests on the diaphragm. The diaphragm contracts during inhalation and relaxes during exhalation. In these two pictures, you can observe the structure of diaphragm. In the left diagram, just observe the location of the diaphragm and the shape, which is just like dome shaped. In right diagram, you can see the different parts of diaphragm.